Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I think I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, or possibly Saturday's or something like that, that we were not going to Meijer today because my dad had somewhere he had to go. And then tomorrow is my parents, like they do like date night, although my mom is not feeling well, so I'm not sure if they're going or not. But I think I told you guys that Wednesday we would have Meijer, even though we've been trying to move it to Monday now. Again, things come up and that's fine. That's kind of better that we plan on doing it Monday, because then again, if it gets pushed back, you know, it's not like, oh, it's the end of the sale or something like that, because their sales run Sunday through Saturday. And so sometimes when we go like on Friday, we'd be like, oh my goodness, like if we don't end up going like on Friday, then we only have Saturday, and if we can't go on Saturday, then, you know, like we can't go and we'll miss the sales and, you know, that kind of stuff. So the fact that we do it earlier, we can again push it back and then be like, okay, we can't go till Wednesday or whatever. Instead of, like I said, kind of it being last minute and then getting pushed back, and then, you know, like then there's no other option. So again, it'll work out fine, but I just, like I said, don't have a haul for you guys today. But I think I had told you guys in maybe it was on Friday or Thursday, or maybe even last Wednesday, something like that. I don't know what day it was for sure, but I told you guys I actually set my planner up for this week, for, like, I set it up like last week. I set it up this week's, and so I started using like it today that I had set up, and honestly too, it's not like, I don't know why I procrastinated so bad for like so many weeks of not using my planner, because it's super simple just to write down on there like what I need to do on what days and everything like that, and you know, like that kind of thing. I don't, you know, like I said, I don't know why I was procrastinating so bad before with like getting it done, but you know, just like writing the stuff down that I have to do every day. And normally it's not that difficult. Like I don't have a ton of extra stuff that normally needs to get done, and if I do, then I can write it in. But on days where it's just like, oh, you know, I just need to make sure I kind of get to my basic things every day, like maybe what I'm going to be making for dinner that week, you know, but just like getting dishes done, getting laundry done, you know, if we have any project things scheduled that we're trying to get done for the week, you know, whatever it is, which I didn't even write that in for this week, but I'm still trying to, like, you know, stay on top of those kind of things. It's just the bigger thing for me is like to stay on top of like editing and uploading and doing dishes and laundry, and then anything else that I can kind of write in there just to keep myself, like I said, accountable, is awesome. Like one of the things that I had like not written down, but I did text Jack ahead of time. I said, we're not going to do any of the cleaning or organizing upstairs today, but I do need you to take care of your dishes, because he had some dirty dishes that were upstairs, and then he brought them down and left them on the counter, and I was like, you need to wash those. So I actually was like, I'll soak them for you while you're going to school, but you have to come home and wash them because I'm not washing them. So it honestly took him like maybe 5 to 10 minutes or something like that. And the other thing was, I told him that he needed to put away his clothes too, because those were kind of in the way of us being able to handle some of the stuff that was like there. So I told him that those were the things that needed to get done, and I don't know if he got his clothes taken care of. I'm hoping he did. If not, he needs to take care of that again on his own time. But tomorrow we are going to hopefully maybe get like one of his shelves cleaned and organized and figure out what we were planning on doing with that. At some point too, we might need to take out, I know there's like some bins underneath his bed. Some of that stuff might need to come out and kind of be organized as well, but I'm not sure if I want to save that for like just do the whole thing like on like a Saturday, or if I want to try and like be like, okay, well, we'll just do like a couple of, you know, like I said, I don't know exactly what's underneath his bed. At one point I know there was like boxes, but like some of the stuff was like school papers. Some of this stuff might have been like his trophies from like football. Some of, I don't really know entirely what all of it was stuff that was up there that he, you know, like has underneath his bed. I know maybe even actually sheets under his bed. I'm not, like I said, I'm not totally sure. They have to figure that out. That's kind of the whole point. But like I said, we're gonna probably go through that, but I just don't know what day I want to do that and how I kind of want to plan that. So maybe tomorrow, like I said, we'll get like one of his shelves done, or he has like a little like nightstand kind of, and it's got like a little, it's like a stand and then there's a shelf underneath it, and he has some stuff on the shelf, but the top part is for the most part pretty cleared off. Like the actual, like he just has like his alarm clock and he puts his phone on there when he goes to sleep, and maybe have his water bottle there. But the part underneath is that like also needs to be taken care of a little bit. So maybe we'll get to that just a tiny bit. Like I said, maybe we'll kind of just start working our way around, because there's like some stuff on the floor too. So I'm like, maybe we'll just, you know, like I said, kind of just start working from like one side of his little space in his room to the other, because I think I was telling you guys too, the upstairs is kind of into like 4 like quadrants kind of. There's like the family kind of room, which is like the TV and like the couches up there, because it's like big enough that it's a bonus room, but like, you know, so anyways, those 4 little like square 4 corners that are upstairs. That's one of them. Then there's Jack's kind of bed with a couple of, like I said, his things in there, and then there's Matthew's side of the room kind of with like some of his stuff, and then my dad has his desk upstairs. And so and that's like on the slanted, like the not dormered out part of the attic, and so that is like where Matthew and my dad's desk is. But then Jack kind of has like his bedroom on the one side with like, then again too, the couches up there with the others, like the TV. So, like, you know, and there's other little things around and stuff like that as well. And like I said, that's where like the organizing needs to come in, because we need to get some of that stuff again packed up and kind of put in the proper place for coming downstairs. Jack, you know, moving downstairs so that we can get the upstairs renoed. And then, you know, like I was saying, that's just the process. And I want to try and work on some of that stuff throughout the week, or if not to just try and do like extra little projects as well. Like I told you guys how on Saturday morning, you know, this past Saturday morning, me and Jack ended up organizing the laundry room, like our shelving unit in the laundry room, which has been super helpful. It's been awesome to have that organized. But like, if we don't end up again getting to something like that upstairs, doing something downstairs too, where it's just like, you know, again, little parts maybe every day, getting to some of those things is also really useful and helpful to get to. And again, it's just something that's like above and beyond what we normally would do on a daily basis, you know, like some of those, again, organizing things and, you know, that kind of stuff, because it just makes it easier when, again, too, like I know that the whole process of having to move bedrooms and move things around, it's going to be chaotic. So to help try and de-stress a little bit from that chaos is just having the rest of the house also in kind of clean and organized order. So when it's like, oh, we need to get it, like again on Saturday or Sunday, no, Saturday, I was like, I need a screwdriver, and I couldn't find it because the laundry room isn't that organized. We got the shelving unit with the pantry stuff organized, but like all of the other stuff in the laundry room isn't really organized, so like we couldn't find a screwdriver. My dad had to go out in the garage and go and get one. So, but yet we have one in the house, it was just we couldn't find it. We ended up finding it later, but you know, like that's the whole thing, is that like, you know, so whereas, you know, something small that was just a little project, you know, might end up taking a long time if you can't find the things that you need. And if the rest of the house is in chaos, you know, like then it's hard to find some of that stuff, and it takes longer to just do a small project. So that's why, like I said, anywhere where I can kind of keep the organization, you know, like in check, and, you know, again, have it so that we're, you know, again, staying on top of those kind of things, I really want to be able to do. And like I said, you know, just make it easier on us in general. So if it's not something where it's actually directly related to that, if we're doing something else, like again to cleaning out the refrigerator, those are kind of things that we have to stay up on top of anyway. If not, it's super overwhelming and we can't, you know, again, find food, and we can't, you know, like do those kind of things. It's like we need to stay on top of just getting the little things and staying organized with those kind of things, so that making bigger projects and stuff like that's way smoother. So like I said, that's, you know, like one of the goals that I'm trying to get to, is that like every day at least hit like a little bit. So Jack taking care of his dishes and his laundry so that we have a little less clutter upstairs while we're working is really nice. So that's why I told him, like, today you take care of that. And also too, I was just getting a little bit back into the hang of like it being Monday now. So I was trying to edit today too, which I did. I edited 3 vlogs. I didn't upload any, but I did edit those. And then I also ended up getting to dishes and laundry today, which was a big thing because laundry I'm behind with right now. I need to get caught up with. So I ended up doing a full, like, well, I guess kind of 2 loads of laundry today. I put the stuff away that was in the dryer. I ran a full load and already got that stuff all put away. So I gotta get the next load probably taken care of again tomorrow, and like I said, start getting actually caught up with that. But that was one of the bigger things today too, that I also made dinner for tonight. We ended up doing like salsa chicken. I also chopped up the salad for this week as well. So like I said, there was kind of little extra things that I ended up doing in there too. But I also woke up late today, which I'm not very happy about. And I kind of went to bed early last night, so I don't really know why I ended up waking up so late, but I was so tired. And then even too, like during the day today, well, not the day, but like the afternoon, I was like, I'm really tired. I was like, I really want to go to bed like early. And I was like, so weird though, because I slept in so late. Now I feel like it's just like I need more sleep because I'm oversleeping right now. Like, I'm almost more tired because I oversleep, and that's like what I felt like happened like yesterday nights, because I was like very thrown off from the weekend because I was waking up late. And I honestly got super thrown off after I was sick, because my sleep schedule and pattern and stuff like that was just really bad, because I was waking up multiple times in the middle of the night when I was sick, and so I wasn't sleeping very well. But then there was a couple days where I was still waking up early, and so like then it started to slip away though from me, where I started going to bed later because I was, you know, like sleeping in because I wasn't getting a lot of sleep, and you know, so I was like oversleeping, but I was waking up in the middle of the night, so it wasn't even good sleep, and so it kind of threw me off completely. And so this weekend then though, I was getting up early to, you know, get projects done, to go grocery shopping, all that stuff. And then today it just kind of hit me, like I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. So anyways, like I said, didn't do a huge ton of stuff. And again, I didn't have a huge ton of time today either, just because I did wake up a little later, versus if I would have woken up earlier, I probably would have had more time in the day today. But still, like I said, getting a lot of things done and checked off my list at least. And again, setting us up for, I guess, success in the other projects that we have to do is really good. So, you know, like I said, just staying on top of those daily tasks that also need to be done and taken care of is really nice. So again, we'll see where we can get to. Me and Jack can kind of get to a little bit tomorrow, hopefully. But you know, like it's tough because I don't want to push it, like, you know, with him, because he's like at school all day, and then he, you know, then he has lifting afterwards, then he comes home. I don't want to be like, okay, now that you're home, like your free time is going to be spent cleaning. So that's why I want to just do little tiny little chunks. But then again too, just do some things throughout the week, because we can do little stuff, like again, just take care of one shelf on a you know, a bookshelf or something like that, and you know, just get those little tiny things done that maybe only take us like 15-20 minutes to do, so that at least we can just kind of stay on top of the things that, you know, and just make it so it's not like, okay, well now we have to spend like hours and hours and hours on Saturday doing it. It's like we can do just a little bit throughout the week would be really helpful, because Matthew's coming home, I think I told you guys, for spring break, I think on Saturday. And so if he's home on Saturday, then we can, you know, like, and we don't have a lot that I need to help Jack with, or, you know, help him clean and organize stuff. If I don't have to, like, you know, kind of like, I don't want to say babysit him, but, you know, just like be super involved with what he's doing, I can help Matthew with other stuff, or Matthew can help us with maybe some bigger things that have to be done too, even like moving furniture. So that's why I don't want to do the little like mundane things with Jack on the weekend when Matthew's home, because he's not home all the time. So I want to try and focus on the time when he will be here, to be able to get some of the things done with him that need to be done, either, like I said, helping him organize his stuff and figuring out, you know, because like I was telling you guys too, it's confusing because not everybody knows what's in the attic right now already. And like if Matthew's like, oh, I want to save this, but I don't know where to put it, I can be like, oh, we have a bin of like, you know, school papers in the attic. We have a bin of, you know, like trophies that are in the attic. We have a bin of like whatever. So like stuff that he wants to save, he doesn't just have to be like, here's my box of stuff I want to save. I'm like, no, let's sort through this and put it where it's supposed to go, kind of thing, or again, whatever it is. But for him, he doesn't know what's up there. So, you know, in the attic, and how to store the stuff and how we have everything organized up there. So like I said, you know, he's going to need most likely my help anyway for that. So I want to spend my time doing that with him, whereas Jack could be doing, again, something else that he can do on his own. And so the stuff that Jack does kind of more need help with, I want to focus on trying to get some of that stuff at least done during the week. So, and I don't think Matthew will be home like first thing on Saturday, so that's why I can still spend time getting some of Jack's stuff done. But like I told you guys too, after Saturday, I was super encouraged with like how much stuff we were able to get done and how quickly we got it done too. So anyways though, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.